Deep in the tall grasslands and floodplains of Kaziranga National Park in northern India, a greater one-horned rhino makes the most of the newly sprouted vegetation. The annual monsoon season has just come to an end, and as the floodwater recedes, the landscape becomes scattered with puddles flanked by acres of fresh elephant grass. And wherever there's fresh food, hungry animals are never far away. It's not just the rhinos grazing for a meal. Many of the national park's resident herbivores have emerged for a feed. In some areas, the grass is so tall that it's easy to get lost in your morning meal, literally. You may have noticed that many of these grazers are joined by one or two hitchhikers. These birds have a symbiotic relationship with the rhinos, meaning that both parties benefit from the friendship. As the rhinos plough through the tall grasslands and water puddles, insects find their way onto their bodies, and some of these insects can be parasitic or harmful to the rhinos. So the birds will kindly remove them in exchange for a free meal. Animals that live within the borders of this national park are protected from hunting and poaching, and they are free to live their lives however they please. And for this large male greater one-horned rhino, that means taking a long, well-earned wallow in the mud, followed by an extended bubble-blowing session. While some individuals have the luxury of spending all day lounging around in a mud puddle, others have some parenting to do. Young rhinos stay with their mums for around 2 to 3 years, or until she gives birth to another calf. So until then, there are lots of life lessons to teach a baby rhino, including foraging techniques on land, foraging techniques in the water, and foraging techniques in areas that are half land, half water. It would appear that the repetitive nature of today's foraging lesson is far too much for this little calf. He and his mother are a part of a herd of over 2,400 greater one-horned rhino that live in the vast expanse of this national park, making Kaziranga home to roughly 2/3 of the world's greater one-horned rhinoceros population. This biodiversity hotspot has achieved significant conservation success, and as this ecosystem continues to flourish, so too will the protected populations that live within it.